Dobre večer, Serbia. Hello, you guys. It is William calling from Wee Wee Blogs. Serbia has decided they have chosen Prince with the song Mila. Dab on.
Hey, you guys. Hey, William.
Should we watch and react?
Let's do this.
Now, I did not follow the Serbian competition very closely this year. However, in the build-up, I was not hearing very much about Prince, so I'm excited to see what's on offer. We are hitting play. A rose. Is this The Bachelor?
Phantom of the Opera.
Okay, Man in the Moon. It's very musical theater staging.
Magic Mike.
It's giving high school musical production. Nice voice, very nice voice.
Houston. We can feel a pulse.
Classic. He's giving Pirates of the Caribbean Fashion Week.
This is languid. It's straining. Oh, he's gorgeous though. Beautiful man.
He might have lost me now.
Serbia is blessed with really beautiful people.
Oh, I need this to progress. I feel like I'm standing in
Are you a
place.
personal trainer part-time?
Very brave to basically be acoustic and naked here. And we're back to the not shouting, but the loud part. The man can sing.
There's more? Okay.
Oh, the song is not keeping me. It's not gripping me. They need to rework this. Nice floor. Beautiful floor.
Oh, Mila.
Oh, hey, Mila.
She's gorge. Oh.
And a random woman has dropped from the ceiling and is spinning on some rope, curtain.
It's so overdone.
Is that... Okay. Well, we found Mila. Mila has blood rushing to her head. You can sing, Prince. And she's still spinning. Oh, the Bachelor is ready to give
Clutching
Mila
a
his
rose in 2025.
Very Alexiv. From what was that, 2018?
I'm out. I am out.
You know what? This
To me, Prince is like a Chippendale in distress. It's so yearning and Mila, da, 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 da. It's like a love story with a really creepy undertone. This guy is gorgeous, but you've turned him into some caricature from a really bad musical. There is nothing 2025 about this. And clutching that rose and even the wardrobe and the half braided hair with the volumizer. There's a lot going on and there's a lot that I don't like going on.
I got sort of a Phantom of the Opera vibe at times. It felt like it belongs in a rock musical, perhaps. I think there's an interesting look. Again, very pirate, very maybe Viking.
Vocally as well, this is really strained. This this is like a Eurovision entry that believes the vocal is the only necessary ingredient into making a good Eurovision entry. Forget the song, just let him sing whatever it is and just put some melody in. Overly dramatic. I'm not so sure.
Serbia is competing in semi-final number 2. In that semi-final, we have Austria, Lithuania, Armenia, Montenegro, Greece, Ireland, Australia, and Latvia in the first half. And in the second half, we have Czechia, Israel, Malta, Finland, Denmark, Luxembourg, Georgia, and Serbia. Now, looking at that list, this song will definitely stand out sonically. At the moment, Greece and Montenegro are the only ballads we're getting in a sea of crazy. We know that Malta, Finland, Australia are going quirky. Oh, and then you have Latvia going spiritual, but also different. Serbia is giving us, in many ways, what is a classic Balkan sound. The instrumentation is very nice. It's just that... Oh, and the melody is also... I remember it. It's memorable. Mila. I just don't know how memorable the overall package is. The big moon. I guess I'm just struggling to find something to latch onto. I think the song loses me throughout. Like, I remember the big notes, but then all the quieter parts, and yes, you need dynamism, they just seem somehow forgettable. I'm really struggling to latch on to anything. I remember the look of the singer, and I remember the chorus, and yeah, I do worry for Serbia. I do worry for Serbia. Looking at this semifinal, it's pretty wide open, but I mean, they have Montenegro there. Serbia and Montenegro have a shared history, of course, and maybe the Balkan sound will translate across borders, but I just don't see this being a fan favorite. In recent years, Serbia has struggled to make it out of the semifinal. Teodora came in at 10th, didn't she? Like, she really scraped in. Luke Black also scraped in. So, yeah.
So, you see, the Beovizia, or I think it's now called PZE, is actually a broad talent pool of entries and really good entries. Oftentimes, the winning entry is one of many favorites. I didn't watch it this year, so this is the only entry that I've seen or yeah, that's it. And the quality has dipped. But you know what? 2025 has dipped in general. But I kind of wish Eurovision was just a beauty contest at this point, because what we're seeing now is beauty and guns, but very lacking in song quality and in some cases vocals. This is such a misfire. This will struggle to qualify. I don't know who's going to vote for this, apart from the diaspora vote. You know, you can't always bank on that. You need a good song, and you need good visuals, and you need a good package. And this just feels horribly out of date, even for 20 years ago. And yeah, it's such a shame, because Princ is probably a young talent, and his skill set could have been employed in better ways. But it just feels like everybody on his team is over 60. And by the way, I'm not being ageist, because I'm close to that age myself. So don't come for me with ageism comments in the comment section below.
I want to read some comments from the Wooby Blogs website. David says, good choice. This will stand out in the semifinal. Dent says, such an odd choice for Serbia. Weak ballad that sounds like a toilet break. Dita says, I predicted he was going to win. He's a great artist. His vocal abilities are amazing. Indeed, he can sing. He is an excellent singer. I do worry sometimes on those big notes, it does border on sort of too much. I think control might be an issue, but maybe he was just overexcited. Logan says, don't think anyone wants to win Eurovision this year. Personally, feel a really low standard of songs this year, which will just fuel the Eurovision haters. Balagda says, great voice, wonderful instrumentation, and then some random woman dangling from the ceiling for good measure. I think this is great. Good luck, Serbia. Whenever there is a sort of random visual, I do wonder if producers are trying to mask something problematic with the song. For instance, Ukraine 2011, we always talk about this, Mika Newton. The song was not amazing, yet they had a sand lady, and then suddenly it finishes in 4th place. I do feel like if you have to rely on a woman falling from a curtain, that might suggest that something about the song is lacking. Isle says, the question is whether they want to win the contest or not. If their goal is simply to reach the finals and participate, then they made the right choice. However, if their aim is to win, there is a problem. Interesting perspective. I do see that. This is definitely not the winner of the Eurovision Song Contest. However, maybe the fact that it is in a semi-final full of wackadoodle out there, quirky, some have said joke entries. I don't necessarily subscribe to that. This will stand out for being very sober. And let's be clear, Balkan sounds are beautiful. I love Zelko Joksimovic. I loved his entries, but those had a magic to them. This has some Balkan sounds, sure, but it doesn't have that spark. It doesn't keep my interest like Zelko would. Vieria Broder says, I thought the whole look was accidental, but now I see he loves all things Scandinavian. Whip out your hammer and make it interesting, Thor of Ranji. To which Paul Sorensen replies, he looks like some tough Scandinavian of 1,000 years ago, not like the Scandinavians of 2025 you see waiting at the bus stop or in the cafes drinking oat milk cafe latte. Wessel says, thanks for the proper song. It's what ESC needs. Dita says, the best one. He's great at live singing and he's hot too. To which Andrew replies, are you a woman over 40? And Amon Storm says, I listened to this one and found no redeeming qualities. Listened to it again an hour later and don't remember it. Listened one final time just in case I missed something and still don't remember the melody. It's not a bad song by any stretch of the imagination. It's just forgetful and bland and sounds like it has been sat in the Serbian Eurovision vault since the 2000s. I am going to leave it there. I think with incredible staging at Eurovision, this actually could make the final the more I think about it because the sound is distinct. But they're going to have to give us a visual feast because what we're seeing now, Man on the Moon with the cliche rose, it's just not giving modernity. It's not giving something contemporary. And you need to really mask the song. You need to make this more interesting because the song on its own as it stands is just not interesting enough. Those meandering bits in the middle where there's near silence, you're going to lose the viewer.
One redeeming feature though, Princ needs to be on Pinterest, because that's where the tea is at. He is such a sight for sore eyes. But as his team would have it, we're not even seeing very much of that anymore. We're just seeing this, he just looks like the Phantom, like in this black ensemble. Like it just looks sad and just needlessly yearning and creepy and painful longing. I don't know. I feel like Europe needs to live, Europe needs to be living a celebration right now, not this Mila. And who's Mila anyway? It's like Axel Hersu singing Mother. Is Mother your lover? You know what? I have issues with this entry.
In any case, that's what we think. What do you think? Are you enjoying Princ? Is he the Prince of Eurovision 2025 for you? Can this make the final? Let us know here on Weebly Blogs.
Follow Weebly Blogs on Pinterest, and we will see you later.
And we'll see you later.
Bye!